Before I figured out the root cause of my Crohn's and colitis, I was spending so much money. So this is just for me. I was spending at least an extra $200 a month on organic foods. I would drive to the farm, go to farmer's market and all that stuff. And I wasn't seeing much results from doing all of this. Meanwhile, my friends and family were spending nothing on their health, and they were just a lot more healthier than me. So I was also taking a probiotic, and I was taking an expensive one. That was usually 50 to 100 bucks a month. I was on medications. That was around 100 bucks a month. I was going to doctor's appointments. That was around 50 bucks a month. Depends, if I had some sort of colonoscopy or surgery. That was a huge copay of probably about $1,000, and then an extra 2 or 3 doctor's appointments on top of that. Education, I was constantly buying books and buying courses. I'd read like 4 books a month on Crohn's disease, buying lab studies for $50 a pop. I was at least buying 200 bucks a month in supplements on a good month. And I was always doing some sort of therapy, whether it was acupuncture, going to see a chiropractor or hyperbolic oxygen chambers. Like, I was always trying something to try to get my symptoms under control, but nothing was working. I was also going to health conferences, which after travel and feeding myself and hotels and stuff like that, it was a $5,000 weekend. I was doing that probably twice a year. And so just a very conservative number, I was spending $900 a month and not seeing any results. And this was both with modern medicine and holistic medicine stuff. In a year, that's around $11,000. And over a decade, that will add up to well over $100,000. When you understand that Crohn's and colitis isn't caused by a messed up gut microbiome, you have a bad gut microbiome, but it's not the cause. There's a big difference between having it and having it be the cause. It's not a nutrition deficiency, even though you are deficient in nutrients because everything just goes straight down the toilet. What's actually happening is a traumatic event put your gut into overdrive, and it's constantly going in and out of overdrive, flushing all these nutrients into the toilet. I have a 13-day protocol where I show you everything that I did to get better. But the first step of that is finding the traumatic experience that put your gut into overdrive and then finding its PTSD triggers. Like, when you get diarrhea, what was going on? Did you get a cup of coffee and you're like, I had coffee my whole entire life and I never got diarrhea until a few years ago. Every time I have coffee, I get diarrhea. Okay, well, you did break up with your ex-girlfriend over a coffee. Now this coffee is a PTSD trigger of that breakup and your gut freaks out. It's common knowledge that stress hurts our gut, but both modern and holistic medicine don't understand the severity of it. It is the main driving factor that's causing your Crohn's and colitis symptoms, and it's hidden right underneath the binoculars. I just hope to save you the thousands of dollars that I spent, chasing my tails for a decade trying to eat more nutrients when in reality the stress was just throwing all that nutrients straight into the toilet.